Hare Krishna.
Means Kunti Maharani, who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education and bodily beauty, cannot approach him with sincere feeling. So this is what Kunti Maharani is mentioning. So here there is an important thing that needs to be understood. In another shloka also it is mentioned, Bhukti Mukti Spriha Yavat Vishajya Vivartate Tavat Bhakti Sukhasyartam Katham Abhyudaya Bhave. So being in a liberated state or having material opulence is not an issue. So but having desire to improve the material opulence, that is a problem. So here we see that one who's on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself, with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education and bodily beauty. So on the contrary, the Bhagavad Gita starts its teachings with Matras Prashastu Konte Sitoshna Sukha Dukkada Agama Kayino Nityastam Titikshva Svabharata. So it teaches us that whatever material situation is there, it may come based on the past karma, and one should try to tolerate whatever comes, happiness or distress, whatever comes, adjust to it and try to tolerate. So don't try to improve your material situation. So there is another shloka is also there, Tasya Vekto Prayate Dukho Vido Nalapyate Yad Brahmatam Uparyada Sutalapyate Dukhavat Anyata Sukham Karina Sarvatra Gaviranam. So this shloka also talks about that the material things based on our past activities, so it will automatically come. So don't waste time on that. So but spend time in making spiritual advancement. So here it is not a discouragement for somebody who wants to take up to Rahastashram or live in that way. In fact, Krishna also gives example of Maharaj Janaka. And so in fact, Arjuna wanted to take renunciation, and Krishna was convincing him not to renounce. So Arjuna was telling that I want to make advancement in knowledge. So knowledge means I need to take renunciation, I need to perform Jnana Yoga, and that is when I will be able to get knowledge. So then Krishna explains, you can discharge your duties in the Varnashrama. So if you give up desire for making material progress, so then you can actually cultivate knowledge. And he also gives example of great personalities like Janaka, who were highly advanced in knowledge, but still carefully, meticulously discharging the prescribed duties, as a Kshatriya, whatever is the prescribed duties. So the key thing, the key problem in the material life, or key problem that we need to tackle in order to make spiritual advancement, is desire for sense gratification. So that is the key thing. So if a person is having if a person is having all material opulences, but if he knows how to use it rightly in Krishna's service, then there is no problem. So but if a person, even if he has very little material opulence, but he is attached to that material opulence, that is also a problem actually. So the key root problem of material existence is this desire for material enjoyment, right? So our desire to improve our position in the material existence. So that is our greatest problem. So long back I heard one statement by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So I have to verify where exactly and how exactly. What I have in memory is that, so Maharaj told that if I can beget Krishna conscious children, I am ready to get married and I am ready to beget hundreds of children. So I am not capable of, that's why I have taken sannyas. So it is out of humility or something like that. So but then we see that it is the important thing is to give up the material desire, or give up the desire to make material progress. So that is the important thing, right? So when we those sometimes those devotees who are taking up to renunciation, so they will have an attitude, like people who are getting into Grihasthashram, they are all fallen. So it is not like that. So all of them are trying their different, like according to their capacities, according to their, psychophysical natures and things like that. So everybody have to be situated in a right position, and from there, we have to make progress. So making progress is the important thing. Making progress in Krishna consciousness is very, very important thing. And till the time a person is thinking about material progress, he cannot make any spiritual progress. So spiritual progress starts when material progress or desire for material progress stops. It is not that material progress has to stop, so material progress can keep happening, but desire for material progress has to stop. So that is the most important in this one. Bhukti mukti sprilha yavat, pishachi hindi vartati. So and which yoga process, which transcendental yoga process, from which we have to stop desiring for material progress. In Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Karma Yoga, in which yoga we have to stop desiring for material progress? Even in Karma Yoga. Yeah, so even in Karma Yoga we have to stop desiring for material progress. So then it becomes Nishkama Karma, and then it becomes a process that facilitates growth in Krishna consciousness. So Sakama Karma is not at all conducive for growth in Krishna consciousness, because no growth will happen actually. So this is, at another time it is nicely put forward here, and very, very nice wording Srila Prabhupada uses. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. So, like a person who's having a lot of plans to make material advancement, he cannot make spiritual advancement. Okay, so then what is his attitude? Why at all he will do material activities? Why at all he will get married? Why at all he will maintain a dharmic family life or dharmic work and things like that? So, to set an example, and also to purify himself, by the process of discharging dharmic activities, right? So he has to 24/7 he has to be engaged in a dharmic activity. So if he cannot engage 24/7 in the activities of bhakti, so then it has to be he has to engage in some dharmic activity in the rest of the time. And for that purpose, he is engaging. And what is his goal? The goal is, if my heart can be purified, and if I can become attached to Krishna, and if I can devote more time in bhakti at a later point in time, so that is the goal. That is the goal with which he actually takes up to material activities, dharmic material activities. Okay, so being materially advanced means taking birth in an aristocratic family and possessing great wealth and education and attractive personal beauty. All materialistic men are mad after possessing all these material opulences, and this is known as advancement of material civilization. In the last week, we remembered one of our associates, when we started off preaching here in Maratali. So one devotee, he used to stay close to the base, and he used to do nice service, and he used to give a lot of donation also. And then, but then, not very much interested in other activities. Somehow or other, he used to chant few rounds and then, help devotees and things like that. So then, devotees were little bit this one, why don't you become serious? So then he told, see, Prabhu, my idea is I want to become materially super rich, and I want to become opulent and things like that. And devotees को सेवा करेंगे, मंदिर को डोनेशन करेंगे, तो मैं बड़ा बन जाऊँगा, पता चल गया. So I want to become big. Don't disturb me. Don't try to make me serious devotee. I will not become. My plan is very clear. My idea is very clear. So I want to be close to devotees. I don't want to become serious devotee. It was very, very clear in this one. That is when first time I met a Sakama Karmi. So what it means to be a Sakama Karmi. So he was very clear in this one. And and he was not having much of serious goals in this life also. In next life also I'll become rich person, it is fine. No, like it is fine. I just want to serve devotees for this sake. So it was quite a revealing thing. So then, when some person has like progressive material goals, so then he will not be attracted to intense form of Krishna consciousness. So this is this one. And progressive material goal means to have richness. These four things basically: Janma, Aishwarya, Shuddha, and Shri. So like good birth, like wealth, Aishwarya, Shuddha is education, and Shri is beauty. So these four things, when somebody desires, very much like, they are very much attached to it and they desire to improve these things, so then they will not be able to make spiritual advancement. But the result is that by possessing all these material assets, we become artificially puffed up, intoxicated by such temporary possessions. See, the problem with these material assets is, so like matter has an inherent problem. Like spirit means like anything that is spiritual. So inherently it attracts one towards Krishna. It makes one become more and more attracted to Krishna. So the matter, it has also a particular feature. So if spiritual activities, if you commit offense, so then it will act like material activities. You take name of Krishna in an offensive way. So then, so then it may have some impact like material activity. So, but still it will have some spiritual, this one also will be there, some spiritual benefit will be there. Even Nam Aparad can also produce some spiritual benefit, little bit of spiritual benefit. So, like in the same way, matter, if it is engaged in Krishna's service, so then it is like, if it matter means what I am considering is not like offering flowers to Krishna and things like that. So material activity like Varnashrama, so when it is offered in Krishna's service, so then it is called Gunibhuta Bhakti or minimized Bhakti. It will have some effects of Bhakti. So but then matter in itself, it has a different nature. So the matter in itself, it produces attachment to matter, it produces like addiction to matter and things like that. So now when somebody possesses a lot of wealth or like all this opulences what is mentioned, Janma, Aishwarya, Shuddha and Shri, so then it has an inherent nature to attract or make a person materially motivated. So like matter has to be treated, so that is when, just like, like when you get the water, like, and then you treated, like you put the RO plant or something like that, and you have different methodologies to treat the water. So the water that comes in the pipe is not generally like edible, so that because of so much of contamination in the path, so it needs to be treated. So in the same way, matter by nature is contaminated. So matter by nature, it actually makes a person. You just like if you want to like long back I heard one story from some Puranas. So like one like sadhu was doing severe tapasya. And whenever sadhus perform tapasya, so like Indra gets alarmed, like maybe this person is applying for my post. And then he came, in the like this one of in the guise of a king, and then he presented him a big sword, told that I am going for some important business. You just keep this sword for some time. I'll come back and collect it. So like उस sword को साधु आश्रम में रख के चला गया. And उसको देख के like एक दिन like he got the desire that maybe I'll touch and see how it is, and थोड़ा चला के देखेंगे and things like that. And over a period of time his bhajan is lost. So like he didn't do much, like he just simply gave one sword and went, that's it. His whole bhajan is gone. So matter has an intrinsic capacity to make a person materialistic. It's like matter has to be treated. So matter has to be used in the service of the Lord. If a matter is not used in the service of the Lord, that will actually create material attachment, and it will make a person more and more materialistic. So in that way, possessing these material assets means one should be trained in Krishna consciousness. Then he can be awarded such kind of this one, and he can use that in Krishna's service. So even in like full-time life is also not free from this thing. like full-time life also, like we are expected, so many devotees actually give donations, and we are expected to utilize all these things in the service of the Lord. So like not for like personal extravagance, no one should not like try to utilize things for one's own like benefit or one's own possessions and things like that. So whatever is like whatever is best possible thing in the cheapest possible this one for one's own possession one should have, and for Krishna, everything should be opulent and grand and things like that. So that should be the motive. Like both the Grihasthas and Brahmacharis, like both have to have this kind of an attitude. If they want to make serious advancement in Krishna consciousness. Okay? So, like possessing all these material assets, one becomes artificially puffed up, intoxicated by such temporary possessions. Consequently, such materially puffed up persons are incapable of uttering the holy name of the Lord by addressing him feelingly, O Govinda, O Krishna. So basically the feeling utterance, or when we chant the names of the Lord, so we are able to have a personal relationship with the Lord in terms of hearing the names of the Lord clearly, and also in terms of getting involved in the process of chanting. So this is not possible for a person who is having a lot of material aspirations and things like that. And even if a person is like kind of given up the external material aspirations, and then he is taking up to Krishna consciousness or entering into a full-time life. So even sometimes, or many times we see that, so even sometimes we see that such people are also not able to utter the names of the Lord with feeling, or names of the Lord with, with attention and things like that. So it requires, basically like if I have to have a relationship with somebody, I need to have some specific relationship, like he's my friend or relative or father, mother, like something must be there, some equation must be there, and that is when I'll be able to have a connection with that person. And to have connection with Krishna, there are many different relationships that are there. Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, and then like Vatsalya and Madhurya. And in the sadhana stage, the relationship that is advised for us to be cultivated is Dasya. So one has to cultivate the servitorship towards the Supreme Lord. So one should see that he is serving the holy name, and also like so servant and master. Like what is the duty of a master? Duty of a master. Duty of a servant is to render service to the master, and duty of the master is
to take care of the servant.
To take care. Two important duties, which Krishna also tells in Bhagavad Gita. Those who are nice devotees of mine, I will take care of them in two ways. So maintenance and protection, right? So maintenance and protection. So this is the two important ways, very important thing. Like when it is told that somebody is under the care of a person, that means he is capable of giving him, capable of giving him what he is lacking, and he is capable of protecting, what already he has. So this is what is this one of caring. Like caring for somebody means like trying to help them improvise in their spiritual life, and then trying to protect their advancement in Krishna consciousness. Also, like in the material sense, like when there is a king is there, or when there is a like even a leader in terms of a father, a leader of the family. So he is supposed to like maintain the family. Means like these two things he has to perform. Like so now Krishna is the maintainer, and Krishna is actually providing for our food, for our air, for breathing, for so many different things that he is providing for. And also Krishna is providing like opportunity to associate with devotees, opportunity to have darshan of the Lord, opportunity to hear the names of the Lord, chant the names of the Lord in association. So all these things are, it's a grace of the Lord. So one of the aspects, that a dependent entity, is supposed to do is to like acknowledge, the protection that is given by the, master, and to like, appreciate and feel grateful, for the protection that is, offered by the, master. So Krishna is the master, and Krishna is protecting all the living entities, and he's nourishing them and protecting them in different ways. And for a sadhaka, who wants to make progress in Krishna consciousness, so Krishna is like providing opportunity, to associate with devotees. Is providing opportunity to sit amongst devotees and chant the names of the Lord, and having darshan of the Lord and things like that. It is not an ordinary thing. So like when we express this gratitude, that like I have been given such an opportunity, to like engage in the angas of bhakti. So I am very, very grateful to you. So when we express this gratitude, we immediately see that some kind of a relationship that actually starts with the holy name. Because like if any relationship has to be there must be some like proper relation that needs to be clarified, and the relation that is that we are exchanging with Krishna at this point in time in sadhana is that it is not a perfected relationship, it's a cultivating relationship that we are cultivating. And in that, the cultivation is that I need to perform the role of a servant, and the Lord is performing the role of the master. Whether you are performing your role or not, the Lord is always performing his role. There cannot be any flaw in the Lord's discharge of his, we cannot say duties. So Lord's discharge of his side of the role. So, and when we are trying to do, so like when we understand what it means to be a servant, and then what are the discrete functions of a servant, and when we start performing that, our relationship starts enhancing. And when our relationship enhances, then we will be able to hear the names of the Lord clearly, right? So, in this, very, very important, this one is like this expressing gratitude, for whatever Krishna is actually doing to us. So when we do this thing properly, so then we will be able to feelingly utter the names of the Lord. So when we utter Hare Krishna mantra, so it will have you will actually feel that personally you are talking to somebody, and you feel nourished and you feel blissful at heart and things like that. So it is not possible otherwise. If it is not possible, like if I am so much, if I am not acknowledging the Lord's activities or Lord's, whatever the Lord has done in my life, if I am not acknowledging that particular thing, so then I will not be able to have a like feeling relationship with the Lord. Right? So it is said in the Shastras that by once uttering the holy name of the Lord, the sinner can get rid of a quantity of sins that he is unable to commit. Such is the power of uttering the holy name of the Lord. There is not the least exaggeration in this statement. Actually, the Lord's holy name has such powerful potency, but there is a quality to such utterances also. It depends on the quality of feeling. So we have time till 9, no? So, okay. So a helpless man can feelingly utter the holy name of the Lord, whereas a man who utters the same holy name in great material satisfaction cannot be so sincere. So now we see, like we have a contradiction that the angas of bhakti, the act itself is considered to be bhakti, right? So we have example of the rat offering arati, where it went and every day it used to go to the temple, and then it used to eat the ghee mix after it gets like bhujne ke baad. So like when this day it was the fire was on, and then it as usual it went and ate, and then it was too much of burning fire, and he jumped up and down, so it came in the form of an arati, and then he got the benefit of performing arati, a very important anga of bhakti. And we hear of many such cases. So, but here it is Prabhupada is actually mentioning that one utterance of holy name of the Lord, like of all the angas of bhakti, so Nama Kirtan is considered to be the highest of all the angas of bhakti. And if a person actually even once utters the names of the Lord, he can destroy all the sins. He has performed and he can imagine of performing in the future also. So such is the power of the holy name of the Lord. So then, Prabhupada is mentioning, such utterance also has a quality, also is there in the consideration. So, but in the case of rat, the quality was not in the consideration. So he didn't think that it is I'm so greatly fortunate to have an opportunity to offer आरती to the Lord. इतना सारा मनुष्यों को भी नहीं मिलता है. So like फिर भी मुझे मिला opportunity. So like he didn't have such kind of a this one. So then how to understand this?
He was not having any offensive mood also, or anything which you want, like for his personal desire. Not having anything.
So no offenses are there, fine, that's nice.
He doesn't have any knowledge, the rat doesn't have any knowledge of Krishna consciousness, what it is. So knowingly it's done, so there is no question of offensive part.
Yeah.
It's worked out here, we know the thing. So this Krishna is spiritual, holy name is spiritual. But looking it like a matter, coming down the level to the matter, and then trying to do, then creates offense.
So like when normal person, like an ordinary person in the material world, he has a lot of misconceptions about the Supreme Lord. And with that kind of misconceptions, so like when the name of the Lord is uttered, so then it will not have the desired spiritual effect. But still, that also has a kind of an effect, spiritual effect is there, but not the desired spiritual effect of the full power of the holy name. That is capable of eradicating the sins of like all the previous births and all all the sins that we can imagine of committing. So that kind of an effect we don't see, like because of offenses, and then because of not having right kind of understanding. So this is nicely put forward. So in terms of like 4 important things are needed. So one is like Shraddha, Spriha, Kriya and Pratya. These 4 things are needed. So Shraddha, that if I am taking the holy name of the Lord, if I am performing Krishna Bhajan, so whatever needs to be done, everything is done just by doing this. And Krishna will maintain me, Krishna will protect me, everything is taken care by Krishna. And then we see that Spriha, his desire is to make spiritual advancement. And then Kriya, the chanting itself, the process of chanting itself should be performed in a proper way. And then Pratya, the understanding, what is the position of the holy name, who is the Supreme Lord, what is the position of the material nature, and all these things, a proper understanding of these things. So when a proper understanding, when all these things are in proper place, so then the effect of the angas of bhakti actually produces very nicely. So otherwise, like the effect of, definitely there is effect. Even if when we are going in the street, like performing Nar Sankirtan, and people are hearing the names of the Lord, definitely they get benefited. And if they utter back, they definitely get benefited. But these kind of punyas, when they accumulate over a period of time, so then they will be able to get the opportunity to enroll into sadhana bhakti. So otherwise, first of all enroll into FOE, then after that enroll into sadhana bhakti. So this is maturity of accumulation of lot of punya. So so we should not think that our preaching is not very successful. We distributed so many passes, only few boys came. So that is investment for future FOE sessions. So they are accumulating punya. So at least they have received the pass, or at least they have, they have seen a devotee and they have heard some Krishna conscious subject in the street, trying to convince them to register. So that becomes a punya. So then when that punya becomes accumulated, so then they'll be able to successfully register. And even more punya accumulated, then they'll be able to successfully come to the session. And even more punya is there, then they'll be able to subscribe into a sadhana program, everyday sadhana program. So that's how the progression actually happens. So then after successfully enrolling into everyday sadhana program, then he'll start thinking when will I feelingly utter the name of the Lord? So that is so even next level actually. So anyways, so it is said in the Shastras that by once uttering, okay, so this we read. So it is not at least exaggeration in this statement. Actually the Lord's holy name has such powerful potency, but there is a quality of such utterance. It depends on the quality of feeling. A helpless man can feelingly utter the holy name of the Lord, whereas the man who utters the same holy name in great material satisfaction cannot be so sincere. A materially puffed up person may utter the holy name of the Lord occasionally, but he is incapable of uttering the name and quality. Therefore, the four principles of material advancement, namely high parentage, good wealth, high education, attractive beauty, are, so to speak, his qualifications for progress on the path of spiritual advancement. So this we discussed in detail actually. So these four things in themselves are not a problem. Like in one sense, the four things in themselves are a problem because they have the capability to inspire us materially. But if we know how to utilize them in Krishna's service, then they will not disturb us. But in general, it's quite difficult. It's like the दारू का bottle सामने रख के like नहीं पीना है, and वो like कई life तक शराबी रह चुका है, like क्या कर सकते हो? So it is very difficult actually. So like, but then if a person is trained in utilizing all these things in Krishna's service, just like in Varnashrama system, a Kshatriya is put to training, like in his childhood, in the very budding age, he is sent to the Gurukul and he is made to beg, for Guru, and then he is made to follow very severe austerities and things like that. And when he is capable of controlling his senses, then he is told, okay, like you have the entire land, bordered by all the seas and like all the oceans and mountains, like whole land belongs to you, and so much of opulence, and any number of wives you want you can have, like, and so much of opulence is handed over to him, and he knows how to control the senses, and he knows how to rule very nicely. In that way, like they become inspirational heroes, for all the citizens. So it is because like it is not because like they are having all these possessions. It is because they know how to control the senses. So like a person who can control the senses, the world will offer, Krishna will offer enormous amounts of wealth, enormous amounts of things to handle. But if a person doesn't know how to control the senses, so then if you have an enemy and he doesn't know how to control the senses, you give him a lot of opulence, like other buddhi, like he will go to hell. So like so that is the thing. So like okay, so we discussed these four aspects in detail. The material covering of the spirit soul is an external feature as much as the fever is an external feature of an unhealthy body. The general process is to decrease the fever and not to aggravate it by maltreatment. So that is, we have to, like, the fever actually is cured by the process of, like, bhakti. And then, the other activities, like the other dharmic activities we are supposed to do, like that we should do. So, but if we engage in adharmic activities, so then it is like a maltreatment. Then it aggravates the material disease. So we come in contact with matter, in a wrong way. Like if we come in contact with money, we come in contact with opposite sex, we come in contact with anything in a wrong way. So then it inspires us materially. So that is why it is a maltreatment. So we should not do that. So we should see that whatever material activities that I am doing, so I should take proper guidance and then see that how it can be performed in a Krishna conscious way, so that my material disease doesn't increase. So okay, the next thing that comes is a very important thing. Sometimes it is seen that spiritually advanced persons become materially impoverished. This is no discouragement. On the other hand, such impoverishment is good sign as much as the falling of temperature is a good sign. The principle of life should be to decrease the degree of material intoxication, which leads one to be more and more illusioned about aim of life. Grossly illusioned persons are quite unfit for the entrance into the kingdom of God. So like more we become attracted to material nature means like more we are distracted from Krishna consciousness. So just like if somebody sees that I am reading some book but I am keeping it like this and reading. So what is to be inferred from that? I am keeping it very close and reading. Huh?
Side.
So like eyesight is not good. So like we can understand. In the same way, if you are getting too much materially attracted means what? What is the symptom? What if this is the symptom, so then what is to be inferred from that? मतलब Krishna conscious out हो गया, light switch off हो गया, So if light is there, if tube light is there, like we are able to see things clearly, So how do we understand the current is gone? everything is dark, no, I'm not able to see things properly. So that means, no, electricity is gone, no, or the tube light is not switched on. In the same way, when we become too much materially attracted, no, so that means we should understand Krishna consciousness ka light switch off ho gaya. So like now, abhi andhakar mein hai. So like I am able to see only no matter to be enjoyed by me. No, so if I am seeing that, that means darkness has already come. No, so like if I am able to see everything as part and parcel of the Lord and no seeing that it can be used in service of the Lord, so then that means no, light is there. No? So here we see that a person who is illusioned by material things, he is quite unfit to enter into the kingdom of God, and he is even quite unfit to even experience the initial, the initial stages of bhakti also. So it is not possible for him to experience those things. So now, an important thing that comes is spiritually advanced persons also sometimes become materially impoverished. So like, I have a nice, this one. Why it is coming in two columns? Okay. So there is a nice bhajan called, nice composition by Srila Prabhupada called Vrindavani Bhajan. I think we have sufficient time. Okay. So this is a very nice, this one. After Srila Prabhupada takes sannyas and then he takes shelter of Vrindavan Dham. So like he is contemplating what I was before and what I am now. Kidhar tha kaisa ban gaya. So and then like Prabhupada's realization, he puts on in the form of a nice bhajan. So like we see, yesterday was Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, and we are all very grateful to Srila Prabhupada for whatever he has given, this kind of wonderful purport that we discussed right now. So such an amazing instructions and such an amazing thing, nuances of Krishna consciousness he is teaching us through his wonderful purports. And this is another nice composition of Srila Prabhupada. So, Vrindavana Dhame Ami, Vase Ache Ek Bhavana Madhya Deya Mora Deka, Ache Mora Stri Putra, Kanya Nati Sabha, Kintu Artha Nahi Bali, Bifala Vaibhava. Then Prakrtira Nagna Rupa Dekaya Sri Krishna. I think it is easy to understand. Prakrtira Nagna Rupa Dekaya Sri Krishna. Tava Kripa Bale Acha Hayache with Krishna. Yashaham Anugrahami Harishya Taddanam Shanai Kripa Mayera E Kripa Buchidama Kai. So like there's a nice, very nice bhajan. Like let's see the translation of that. My dear Lord Krishna, as I sit here alone in your holy abode of Vrindavan Dham, absorbed in following thoughts and meditation, kindly appear before me. I have a wife, son, daughter, grandchildren, and everything. But since I am now without any wealth, everything is considered a failure. All those so-called opulences are now simply source of frustration. My dear Lord Krishna, you have so kindly revealed to me the naked form of your material energy. And today, by your causeless mercy, I have lost all taste for material enjoyment. As you, my Lord, have stated, Yashaham Anugrahami Harishya Taddanam Sanai. If I specially favor anybody, then I take away all his source of income. So don't be afraid. It requires a lot of, it takes a lot to get the special favor of the Lord. Even ordinary favor of the Lord, it is very difficult to get. So it is very special favor of the Lord. So special favor of the Lord, job shoot jayega. So but I am really but have I really properly understood how you, the all merciful Lord, have bestowed this causeless mercy upon me? So this is a nice, this one. We see that very, very nice things that Srila Prabhupada actually mentions. So he has no wife, family, children and all those things. But then just he has become impoverished, he has become without any property. So then everybody has kind of rejected. And then he's telling that he's thanking Krishna for showing the naked form of the material energy, this reality of the material energy. So generally, the material energy that is presented before us is very attractive. It is meant for you to enjoy and things like that. But when the naked form of material energy is shown, so that means like a little more, what you call zoom out, a bigger picture. So zoom in picture is that like matter is there and you are there and both of you are supposed to enjoy. So that is this one. And when you zoom out, a bigger picture is that matter is there, you are there, and you have been trapped to enjoy this matter so that you will degrade more and more. Right? So that is a bigger picture. So when that bigger picture is shown, that is by the causeless mercy of the Lord, he actually gives that kind of a clarity. And then Srila Prabhupada is mentioning, with Trishna means I have lost all taste for material enjoyment. It's a very, very powerful this one. So I heard in one lecture that Srila Prabhupada, after finishing a Pandal program, so he was walking down and then so many people were rushing towards him and offering obeisances and things like that. And then Prabhupada turned towards his disciples and he asked, why do you think all these people are giving me respect? So then the disciples thought, because you are Prabhupada. So then Prabhupada told, because I have given up the sex desire and that is why the whole world is respecting me. So this is a very powerful statement that Prabhupada made. So like one who can give up the taste for material sense gratification, or one who becomes detached from material sense gratification, all the opulences of this world will come. Now everybody will offer obeisances. Just like imagine a person is there like he is ordinarily like little bit well-to-do kind of a person, and when he sees a double, triple rich person than him comes, so then what he will do? He'll be humble and he will give respect to him and things like that. So now you see that more than all the material riches is the spiritual riches. So like spiritual riches is that jnana vairagya is the highest riches that one can get in this material world. And it doesn't need to be communicated that this is more rich and more powerful and things like that. So anybody, jnana vairagya means the external symptom of jnana vairagya is sense control and mind control. So anybody can actually see and evaluate that. So if somewhere the jnana vairagya is there, if somebody has developed jnana vairagya and bhakti, then automatically the whole world can realize this person is something special. So they will come and they will come and offer respects and things like that and all. So recently, like our case that happened in our temple land, so a government officer he wanted a huge sum for making some government procedures done and things like that. So over phone, so they were discussing and probably